Chosen ones, let me be real with you. Growth is a war. Oh, yeah. It's a straight battle, family. It's not just about becoming better, okay? It's way more deep. It's way more intricate. It's way more involved. It's way more than just personal development. You're going to be tested. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going to be tested. And I want you to understand that this phase, this growth period that you're experiencing right now, this is about breaking the version of you that's no longer meant to exist. See, you keep on holding on to this old version of you. You keep on holding on to patterns, beliefs, ideas, the frequency, the people, the material things, right? You are literally still stuck on the old things, and that's what's keeping you from excelling. That's what's keeping you from growing. It's not until you completely detach and disassociate and let go that you can embrace and embody the new version of you. So you gotta just break things off. You gotta cut things off. And so I'm gonna talk about how to do that, why it's important, and so understand how this works. Understand how this works, chosen one. By the way, I hope you've been taking good care of yourself, stacking wins, drinking water, all the good stuff. And so here's the thing. During this growth period, like the war stage, like when you feel like you're just fighting your old frequency, you're fighting your old self, excuse me, you'll notice though, like it hurts. Like there's pain. Like let's get this really clear. There's pain that's inevitable. Like there's growing pains. You remember when you were younger and you were growing, right? And you had like your legs were getting restless and stuff like that. You couldn't sleep. Those were growing pains. Same thing when it comes to being a chosen one and evolution and becoming the best version of yourself. Like the growing pain is inevitable. You're going to face pain, right? The truth is painful, yet alone some of the activities and the habits and the realizations and the changes that need to be made, right? It's painful. But it doesn't mean that you stop. It doesn't mean that you give up. It doesn't mean that you quit, right? Because why? Well, let me explain that. First, understand why you're feeling the pain, right? You're feeling the pain because it feels like you're losing yourself, right? It feels like you're losing yourself before you find yourself, right? Write that down. That was a bar. It feels like I'm losing myself before I find myself, right? So what does that mean? It means like I'm giving up all the ways that I'm familiar with, right? So that's what you're feeling. You're feeling afraid to let go of the old you, right? Why? Because it's comfortable. It's all you've ever known is who you are. And becoming somebody else, becoming a new version of you is it's scary. It's uncomfortable. It's uncertain. It's a violation, literally. It's a threat to your old frequency. It's a threat to your old vibration. So it's going to do everything it can to claw you back and keep you stuck. I tell a lot of my clients on our calls, your old frequency wants to see you slip up and spiral. It wants to see you slip up and spiral. So it's going to do everything it can through the people, circumstances, and events to bring you back into your old frequency. And so while you're on this path of growth and you break through, it's going to be painful. Just know that. But here's the truth. And no one tells you this. Okay. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because I'm going to tell you straight up. Like, this is a lot of spiritual people just talk about spiritual stuff, but I'm going to keep it real. Like, here's the truth. Like, the pain is the gateway. That's the best way I can put it. The pain is the gateway. I tell people all the time, my clients, like high level people, successful people, we voluntarily put ourselves through adversity. We self inflict adversity, which means we put ourselves through challenging things all the time. We do the hard things all the time. We embrace the battle, the war, right? We put ourselves on the front line. Why? Because that builds character, that builds calluses, that builds scar wounds, right? That builds mental fortitude, right? What I'm telling you is the pain is part of the journey, it's part of the progress. And so instead of being afraid of the pain and running away from the pain and running away from it, we prey on the pain. Like bring it on. Eat it for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because when you go to the gym, you feel that sore muscle. That means I'm getting the gym. That means I'm hitting it. That means you've been doing what you should do. You're gaining muscle or you're losing weight, right? That's a good indication. The pain is a good indication. Sometimes, right? So just pay attention because a lot of the times the chosen ones think that the pain is a problem. No, the pain is part of the purpose. Write that down. Pain is part of the purpose. It's the gateway. Because when you go through hard things, you put yourself through difficult things, you show how strong you actually are. And if you can make it through that type of shit, you can make it through anything that life throws your way, right? And that fracture period is the signal. As you start to break through, as you start to break free from your old ways, your old habits, your old philosophies, your old tendencies, right? Your old environments, as you start to do that, that fracture, you start to, it's like, boom, you're transmuting, you're freaking paradigm shifting, you're becoming somebody totally different, right? During that period right there, if you lean into it, right? If you lean into it instead of running away from it and quitting because it hurts, right? If you just lean into the pain, like, yeah, take it, just taking it, right? If you just eat the punches, if you just eat the hits, right? You don't run, you'll be reborn. I talk to a lot of clients, and a lot of people get caught up in this panic mode. They freak out. They're all up in their head. They're like hysterical, anxiety, right? Just schizophrenia, bipolar, all type of stuff. And the thing is, like, yo, we have to get you calmed down. We need to work on this nervous system regulation. You're fine. There's no actual in this moment. There's no actual perceived threats that you're going to be like being unalived, right? I know that things happen to a lot of you, and it's very traumatic. And I'm not here to discredit any things that occur, but if you're watching this video, chances are you're safe. Chances are you're okay, right? So let's just take a look around our surroundings, tell ourselves we're good, we're safe, and realize there is no perceived threat. And so a lot of it is just in our mind. Why am I saying this? Because that's part of the pain, that's part of the fracture. But if we realize, wait, I'm still here, I'm fine, I'm now what? Born again. You're born again in that moment, right there. Right when you thought it was all going to fall apart, right when you thought it was all over, right when you thought the world was coming to an end, you're still here. Yeah, you're still here, right? And right now, you might feel like you're losing control. Old habits, old identities, old stories—they're all fighting for survival. Okay, because again, it's part of the old narrative, right? It's part of the old frequency. It's part of the old you. It's part of the outdated manifestation. You've already manifested everything that you thought, felt, and like considered. That's all here already. What are we doing? We're now operating from a new internal state to create a new world, right? All that's done, right? And it's fighting to survive, right? It doesn't want to end. It's like, no, we love being this. Like, no, and you're like, no, I want to be better. I want to improve. I want to evolve, right? And so that's really just you versus you. It's your ego screaming at you. It's you versus you. It's you versus you. Write that down. It's you versus you. There's nothing happening that's gonna stop you. It's just you. Understand that. And your ego screaming because it's scared. It's scared that you're going to never come back to it. You're gonna abandon it. You're going to neglect it. It's already getting signs and signals that you're changing up on it. You got into a new relationship on it. You're cheating on it with a new frequency, a better version of you. It doesn't like that. It doesn't like that at all. Right? Your old frequency wants to. It's toxic sometimes, right? It's manipulative, right? It's sneaky. It wants to just keep you right where you're at, and so it knows exactly how to do that. And so you need to have enough willpower, enough discernment, and enough clarity and awareness, and enough discipline to be like, nah, no, 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 right? It's holding on tight because it thinks that if it lets go, you'll fall into the void. Like that's the thing. It thinks that, oh my God, if we let go of this, then we don't exist anymore. Like, no, but you do. You'll be born again. Remember, there's a better version of you waiting on the other side. You're not going to die. Like, you're not going to be unalive. Shout out to the algorithm. But right, you're physically going to be fine. It's just that old version of you, your old identity, right? The ego shattering, disintegrating. That's all that is experienced. That's all it is. what happens is in that moment of transition, in that void, it's emptiness and there's stillness and there's quietness and there's peace. And you can reflect and you can make a decision, right? It's almost like the crossroads. You can go back to your old ways or you can keep going on this new way, this new path, right? This is really where your power is born. Like this is right where all of your new power is born, right in that moment, right there. Because now you're coming up with new ideas. Now you're coming up with new patterns. Now you're responding to the world differently. You're responding to your emotions differently. You're thinking differently. You're feeling differently. You're controlling your emotions and mastering yourself differently. You're shifting your paradigm differently. You're using laws of the universe to support your created and desired reality. No longer getting caught up in the 3D realm, right? Like I remember when I first started stepping into my truth, like when I really started doing this type of work, everything I thought of, like everything I thought, you know, it was just, oh my God, like the craziest information. Like you come across information like this, you're like, oh my God, this is so cool, right? And part of the awakening is realizing that there's another level to it. You have your first awakening, but then you realize, like, whoa, everything that you thought was true isn't even true, right? And then you kind of have this whole phase of, like, it's almost like you have to unlearn. Like, you have to unlearn so that you can relearn. Like, that's how it goes. Like, everything I thought I knew got cracked wide open. And it was just like I just had to look at everything that I thought I knew and really just pick up what actually was applicable, pick up the things that actually applied, and just leave whatever didn't serve me or wasn't actually true. Just leave it there and just proceed. Because we carry a lot of just false narratives with us. We carry a lot of false realities with us. We carry a lot of false ideologies with us on our path, and we have to let that shit go so that we can embrace the embodiment truths that were meant to be served and live through. Right? I remember people around me didn't understand. Like sometimes they still don't. Right? But these, the average people, the bots, the NPCs, they're just people who just love doing the stuff, just regular people, right? The people who don't talk like this, who don't think like this, they would not understand. Even I doubt myself sometimes, I'll be honest, because again, I'm trying to fit in, I'm trying to talk what I know, and I'm trying to talk about all this cool personal development stuff and this esoteric knowledge and the consciousness, but these people don't know what you're talking about. They want to talk about football, and they want to talk about movies, and they want to talk about just anything but getting better as an individual, right? Anything but energy work. And so every time I would bring this type of concepts up to people, I would start to doubt myself because I'm like, yo, these people don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, does this even make sense? Like, is this? Am I going crazy? Like, am I loony for this? Like, no one else sees this, and so you probably experienced that on your chosen path too. I'm here to confirm and validate. No, you're good. This is all true. You're all set. Like everything that you think and you research is all true. You've been on the chosen path, right? But at the same time, it might not be true. That's the paradigm, right? That's the paradox. Let me fix this. But what I'm telling you, and what I'm really telling you is, you're here for the right reasons. You're here for the right reasons. You're gonna realize that life is full of contradictions. Life is one big contradiction. You're living to die, right? And I don't mean to be morbid, but why am I saying all this to you? Right? By the way, if you do want help, I help 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs build freedom, mental freedom, financial freedom, digital freedom. If you're tired of guessing your way through life and you're looking for real guidance, link in the description. Book a Chosen One Breakthrough Call with me. You can apply to get on my mentorship program. I've got the Authority Accelerator program for higher level individuals, and I've got the Westbrook's Method for more entry level beginner people. Anyways, the whole point of what I'm telling you is, even what I'm saying is contradicting, right? You're like, oh well, I thought that you just said that everything everything you thought was true wasn't true, and now you're telling me everything is true. Bruh, family, listen, sis, twin, you have to follow what I'm really telling you in context. as a chosen one, these people will not understand you. And so you're going to question yourself because they're not hip to the shit that you know and you think about. Even to this day, you have to be careful with the ideas you share with people because they're not going to fucking agree. They're not going to understand it. They don't do the fact checking like you have. They haven't been doing the same type of work. They're focusing on like just random stuff. You know what I'm talking about? You're over here doing all type of shit like crystals and tarot cards and conscious work and kundalini meditation, looking at sun and eating fruit and reading your pH balances and reading supplement labels and looking at the stars. Like you're doing all type of shit, right? And these people don't do that. Like a lot of people are just not tapped into God. They're not thinking about scripture. They're not thinking about how can they balance their fucking mindset and their left brain and their right brain and their nervous system, and they're not thinking about laws of attraction and the laws of the universe, right? And so you're one of those people who does, right? And so that moment of doubt, that's where the work, that's really where the real work begins. That's where it began for me. Like right where I was like, all right, I gotta test this out. Like I gotta find out for myself because you will get confirmation periodically. Like this video might be confirmation from you, but every once in a while, it's like they don't get it, they don't get it, they don't get it. Oh, they get it, and then that person you'll connect with, and they're like, oh yeah, nah, you're good, keep going. And so that's where the real work begins, right? And that's where I decided to keep going anyways, right? Just keep going anyways. That's really all it comes down to. Just keep going anyways. Like this concept of success is ridiculous. It's straight ridiculous. Like it's not going to be a destination. It's a journey. It's never ending. It's a continuation. It's eternal. It's infinite. Right? I just had a great call with one of my clients earlier today about just embracing the journey, right? Just embracing the journey of being on the chosen path instead of just being able to. If you're going on vacation, sometimes yeah, maybe you do want to teleport to your final destination, but it's like you might miss so much of the beauty on the way, right? You're gonna miss so much of the stuff on the way, whether it was good or bad. You know, that's all perception. But all I'm saying is, a lot of the times we're in such a rush to get to the end, but we need the journey. The journey is so important, right? And so here's why you feel fake. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, because you're in between identities, right? You're really in between identities. You're in between that old version of you and that new version of you, right? The old you is dying, the new you hasn't fully arrived yet. And so it's uncomfortable. Like it's just limbo. It's like you're kind of like, ooh, who am I, right? Like, am I this yet? Am I that yet? Like, I don't know, right? You're fine. It's all part of the chosen path. It's all part of the journey. You're gonna get there. You got to give yourself time. Time is such a part of the equation that people forget. You got to stop trying to figure out the answer sometimes. Like, it can be very confusing, but it's almost unnecessary to try to figure shit out all the time because you're gonna drive yourself crazy. Like you're gonna just let it be, let things go, let things marinate, give things time. Just know that it's going to be confusing. Just know that you're not gonna have all the answers, but that's necessary. Eventually, it'll all make sense. Eventually, it all clicks. I promise you. Okay, that's part of it. But don't sit there and just drive yourself mental and insane trying to figure out things. Like sometimes you got to sleep on concepts, ideas, right? Sometimes things don't just happen instantly. Like flowers bloom in time, right? You've seen it. It's time lapse, but it happens, right? The sun, it rises. You got to trust it. You got to trust that it will happen for you. That's all I'm saying. Here, let me give you a tip, okay? Because a lot of the stuff I talk about is easier said than done. I understand. I'm only able to say this because I know that's the truth and that's what it takes and that's what I do. But it's like, okay, sure. But here's a tip, okay? When you start to feel fake or like imposter syndrome comes in, if you're like, oh, I don't really know who I am. I don't think I'm that yet. I don't really. I'm saying you out here feeling like you out here feeling like you know questionable, anything but real. I want you to really just tap in with yourself, okay? Ask yourself, which part of me is dying right now? Ask yourself that. I think a lot of people get caught up in this whole idea of, oh, I'm feeling fake right now. When that happens, just let it grieve. Just feel that feeling. Feel it. I'm feeling, oh, I feel fake, right? Let it burn, let it marinate, and then ask yourself this. Matter of fact, say to yourself, I'm making space for the new me. Say that to yourself next time you start to feel fake. Feel the burn of feeling fake, right? Oh, oh, they're gonna think I'm fake. Oh, I feel inauthentic. I'm not really like just whatever you want to say. Like what is fake? What is real? Right? Obviously, authenticity is the highest form of vibration. We already know this. But that's the thing. Your mind is playing tricks on you. So in that moment when you start to feel fake, feel it, and then tell yourself, say to yourself, this is actually that void. This is that space. This is that emptiness. Where if I just change the way I feel about it and say to myself, I'm making room for the new version of myself, right? I'm making space for my new version. I'm making space for the new me, right? If you just tell yourself that, right? What's going to happen is after constant repetition, after you do it enough times, you're going to build more confidence. You're going to build more competence. You're going to build more truth in yourself. You're going to build more trust within yourself. You're going to build more momentum within yourself. You're going to build more fluidity within yourself. You're going to start to feel like, wait a minute, I'm actually really doing this. Like, you're not faking it. You might not be the best, right? You might not have mastered it, but you're not faking it by any means. You're practicing. You're, matter of fact, write this down. Write this down. What I'm about to say is a bar. We don't fake it till we make it. You're not going to fake it till you make it. You project it till you perfect it. Project it till you perfect it. Project it till you perfect it. What does that mean? It means just portray it. Project it until you perfect it. But you're not faking anything. You're really doing this. You really are that, right? I know it's raw. I know it's kind of like, ooh, what is this? That's intense. But that's what you really got to start doing. Act as if. I'm telling you, you're not. You're nothing other than what you tell yourself. This is some real high level stuff that we're going through. But yeah, I mean, just that simple acknowledgement right there. Like you just tell yourself, "Oh, I'm just making room for my new self. I'm just becoming better right now in this moment." That's all it is. I'm actually doing this for real. That simple acknowledgement turns that resistance into power, right? That simple mindset shift takes like self judgment and turns it into self awareness that serves you rather than shames you. My God, that was a bar. Think of what else I want to talk about on this video. You know, I had a call earlier today, and sometimes I want to talk about what I talk about on the calls with you, but my clients pay for the work and they pay for the answers, so I can't I can't tell it all here. I got to gatekeep a little bit. But what I will tell you is this: that like okay, real strength doesn't come from like just being hard all the time, right? Like it doesn't come from oh I'm just so big and bad and so powerful and no, because I know a lot of you are soft. I know a lot of you want to be soft, especially the ladies. I know a lot of the women want to be soft. I know a lot of you women are embodying your femininity. You're embodying your softness. You're embodying your grace, your peace, your self love. I get it, right? And so for you to come across super strong and male and masculine and bold and shit like that, it's just not even what you're looking to do, right? So half the time I'm talking to the men, half the time I'm talking to the women. But I'm always talking to the humans. I'm always talking to people. And regardless of your gender, regardless of your sexual orientation, I don't care. Just know that your strength doesn't come from you always trying to be flexed up and just, oh, right? You can still be super soft and very gentle and sweet, right? You can still have all these kind characteristics about yourself, all these fragile, delicate ways and characteristics about yourself, and still be hard, still be tough, right? Still be solid, still good. You still can, as a man or a woman. Men should obviously, in my opinion, be stronger by default in some realms, but we're not going to get too deep onto that. Women, understand what I'm telling you, right? The whole point is that you need to be able to just know yourself, right? That real strength is just, it comes from being soft enough to feel your own spectrum. Like when you allow yourself to feel and be kind of like sensitive and vulnerable to the spectrum of what you're experiencing on an emotional chart, then you can just embrace it. You know, because what happens is a lot of people just set themselves on one thing. Oh, I'm always going to be like this. Nah, you're a human being. You're not always going to be any type of way ever. You're going to have some days where you're feeling better than other days. You're going to have some days where you're feeling worse than other days. That's just normal. Ups and downs, ebbs and flows. Because why? You're going to have just life, man. Like some things you love, sometimes, you know, you don't love things. Like it should just be going on, right? Like a lot of people are just super, just like, do we? I know you living on the same planet. Like you're gonna have to face your fears, right? I mean, your doubts come up, but then at the same time, your joys, right? And the light and the fire and the bliss, right? It's all part of life. It's all here for us. Matter of fact, we wouldn't be able to appreciate the highs if the lows weren't there. I think there's a song that goes something along the lines like that, where he's just like, you know, I'm not gonna sing about it because I might get copywritten, but yeah, you got to really just know the contrast. I always talk about the contrast with my clients. Just know that within life, even though your intentions are set on being good, are set on improving, you're gonna face contrast. There's gonna be just moments where it's like, oh, I see. Like you just see the truth, but regardless, you stay tapped in and tuned in and turned on to the frequency that you desire, and you control your outer world from your inner world. That's a deeper level concept. That's more for the mentorship. But I will tell you what you could do. Okay, I would say that you could practice this daily. Okay, when you start to feel triggered, man, this jet feels too good on my foot right now. Whew. Tell you, I would love it. Maybe one day, I'll throw a get together, an event, like an in-person mastermind. If you want to comment below, if you would want to come out to California for a mastermind event where we work out, we can eat some food, we can talk about content, talk about the mind, talk about spirituality. You know, sit down, share, connect, maybe do like a dance or a fire or something like something in nature. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Hit the pool, hit the jacuzzi, and just grow and connect and build. Let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in doing. I don't have anything planned like that yet, but it just came to me. Anyways, when when you start to feel triggered, here's what I want you to practice. When you start to feel triggered, let me fix these jets. But just don't fight it or suppress it, right? Don't fight it, right? Just breathe. Breathe into it, right? Feel the sensation fully, okay? And then choose your response. I want you to start choosing your responses. Instead of just reacting all hysterically. Choose your response. Okay? Like I said, if you don't understand this concept, if you're like, okay, coach, I get it, but I don't get it. Like I get it, but I don't get it. If that's you right now, you need to book a consultation. You need to book a session. You need to book a chosen one breakthrough call with me right now. Link in the description because I will help you. I will guide you. I will work with you directly one on one because this is like really important that you get this. If you can't get this, then you really should consider getting some help from anybody. But you're here, so let's talk. Anyways, that's really how that's how you're gonna reclaim your control right there. If you just breathe into it and you just feel it, okay, choose your response, boom, you're back in control, right? You're back in the game, you're back in the pocket, you're back, I'm saying you back on beat. You know what I'm saying? You're back in rhythm, you're back in tune. I know sometimes we lose our balance, we lose our footing, right? But whoa. Once you get it, you're good, right? And then you can make that decision clearer. You can make your next step forward. It's only when we're off centered that we can't really do that. And so breathe, choose your responses, reclaim your control, and just don't resist being a human. Like, don't resist your humanity. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just master it. You're a human being. You're only human. You're not perfect. You're not God. You're not a saint. You're not an angel. You're not any of these other things. Respectfully, I understand you are divine in yourself. You are like God, made in God's image, but you are just a human being. Maybe you're an alien. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. But let's just call a spade a spade. You're probably a human being with one of the 8 blood types, right? Maybe you're a hybrid. Maybe you're a reptilian. Maybe you're a shapeshifter. I don't know. Maybe you're a clone, right? But chances are you're a human being, and human beings aren't perfect. Human beings make mistakes, right? Human beings are here to learn. We're here to grow, right? So just give yourself that patience and that grace. Damn, I need some more water. This is getting crazy. And master yourself. Master yourself. Master yourself. You master yourself, you master your life. Damn, we're going on to 30 minutes with this video right now. 30 minutes. Whew. We're going on 30 minutes. If you're enjoying these videos, if you're enjoying this Chosen One series, make sure you drop a comment below. Like, let me know, Coach, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying these. I like these. These are valuable because I'm here for you. I want to be able to guide you. I want to be able to help you, give you information and encouragement. Because I remember being like you. I remember just sitting around and just coming across videos like this, being like, thank God, there's somebody out there who's like, who gets it, right? Who can talk about it, and it's just cool. So I love doing this. I love being here for you. I consider you, whether you're a student or family, like whatever. I care about you. I care about your growth. Even if I'm further ahead on my chosen path, I'm just here to uplift you. I'm here to coach you. I'm here to guide you. I'm like your big brother. Age is just a number. Okay, I'm like your guidance counselor, right? Because understand, it's not the years in the life; it's the life in the years, right? And see, a lot of people don't understand this journey. I do. Most people don't understand this journey for real. Trust me, they don't. You guys, I've read hundreds of books. When you join my mentorship, you'll see. I just updated. I'm going to be putting more in there. There's all my books are in the book list. I'm not saying this to brag or stroke my ego. I'm just telling you this because I'm not talking out of my ass, right? I'm not just making this stuff up. I'm not here for clout. I'm not here to just sound good or any of that. I'm really here because once I found these truths out, I was like, oh my God, holy shit, I got to share this with people because it changed my life, right? And what I found on my journey is that most people just don't really understand it like they think they do. And I'm not saying I'm a guru, but I'm just saying, okay? A lot of people just want to highlight certain things. They want to highlight real, right? They want to they want to talk about the success story. They want to talk about the easy wins. But the chosen ones, we walk a path that few people really even dare to take because there's a lot that comes with it. It's not just sunshine, rainbows, and chakras. It's just not what it is, right? You get tested as a chosen one. You're one of God's warriors, low key at the end of the day. And so to become a real tough warrior, you get put through tough stuff because it makes you tougher, right? You cannot be soft in this life. Okay. I want you to start leaning into your tribe. I want you to start like connecting with people who you are familiar with, who are resonating with you. Like the ones who are clicking with you, those are your people. Connect with your people. Like acknowledge them. The ones who are talking about chosen one stuff, the ones who are talking about angel numbers and just getting better and talking about God and talking about Jesus, talking about Christ. I don't know if I can say all this on YouTube, man, but just the ones who are talking about getting better, yo. Talking about success, talking about money, talking about generational wealth, talking about freedom. Those ones, those are your people. Get with them, connect with them, lean into them. You know what I'm saying? That's community. Get with this community. Look below in the comments. Like connect with people in this community. Go to my Instagram. Join the 3 a.m. club. We have over 600 souls, 600 people. 600 of you are in the chosen one community right now on my Instagram. So if you want a support group, go there. I'm thinking about opening up another group where you guys can actually talk with each other. Because right now on that channel, on that community, it's just me. I can only post and you guys can like react. So let me know again. That's something that you want. If you want me to open up the chosen ones community, like an inner circle where we can all actually talk with each other and really open up conversations, real dialogue, and go into deep stuff and share more in-depth material. Maybe I'll even do weekly video calls. Like if that's something that you would value, let me know. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it together. I'll do this for y'all. I'll do this for you. Because that's the whole point, right? You want to start connecting with other people who get it. And I get it. I get you, right? Your energy will start to multiply when you start to do this type of stuff. When you connect with other chosen ones, your energy will multiply. You will start to manifest more. You will start to. I hope the microphone's still on. You'll start to manifest more. But I just had an issue with the mic. I don't know if it's still on, so I'm gonna hope and bet the mic is still on. I had an issue with it all in the last video. I just pressed the button. But either way, this is about a 37-minute video, anyways. Damn, we're going long on this one. But yeah, that's all I would say. Just link up with your tribe. Hopefully you can still hear me. Damn, I was about to drop some more videos about this or some more value about this subject, but I'll do it on the next episode. Yeah, just talk with more people. It'll get more clear. If you don't have people to connect with, again, reach out to me. Link in the description. Book a call with me. I'll definitely help you out. This is what I do all day, every day. Get on my calendar. I'll guide you every step of the way. I got a 1-month program, a 3-month program, a 6-month program, and a 1-year program. Chosen one. Stop playing games with your life. It's 2026. When are you going to wake up and really do this shit for real? A lot of you, I'm not gonna lie, some of you are just bullshitting. A lot of you just be, oh, like, God's gonna take care of me. Oh, a universe is gonna take care of me. Oh, I'm gonna put it in God's hands. Oh, no, that's not how this shit goes. You're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be in the same position today, next year, next year, the year after that, stuck in the same spot. Nothing will have changed because you won't have changed. Your thoughts won't have changed. Your patterns won't change. Your beliefs won't have changed. Your habits won't have changed. Your ideologies, your paradigms. Like, you think shit changes. No, it doesn't just work like that. There's a deep reprogramming that needs to occur. Okay? So, I'm just going to say this, chosen one. If you're watching this and you're feeling broken, know this. You're in the middle of becoming. That's all. You're in the middle of becoming the best version of yourself. Don't back down. Don't dim your light. Lean into the discomfort. Put more on your plate. Do another rep. Go harder. Make another call. Stay up another hour. Like, make more content. Trust me. You can always do more. You can always be more. It's not like you're limiting yourself so much. You don't understand how much you can actually do. You're just so used to doing what you do, and you think that you're doing a lot, but you're really not doing a lot. A lot of people think they're working hard, but they're really not. You're not doing as much as you think you are. If you're really were as smart as you think you are, and we're doing as much work as you think you are, then you would already have everything you want in life, right? Right. So we can all do more. So I encourage you to do that. Okay. If you're building your foundation from the ground up, you need help. Like I said, reach out to me. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you want to know. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss any videos coming up in the future. Let me know what's breaking. Like, what are you dealing with in your life? Like, what's breaking you in your life right now? Like, what is it that's like that make or break thing for you right now? I would love to know. Drop it down below in the comments. I want to make a space for you guys. That's what I'm doing here. My whole goal is to make a space for all of us to connect, to feel welcome, to feel seen. And if you're ready to take it deeper, make sure you hit the subscribe button, book a call, get on my program. I'll change your life 90 days. Yet alone 6 months to a year. You won't even recognize yourself. You'll literally need a telescope to see the old versions because you won't even recognize who you are. When you work with me, we'll quantum leap your life. I promise you. This is what we do. This is what it is. It's not the way it is. It's the way you are. That was a bar. Write that down. As always, stay happy, healthy, wealthy, blessed, and focus on success. When you see me drop another video, you already know what to do, family. Tap in. I love y'all so much. Take good care of yourself. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.